You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole and Nightwish Army Chronicans. Welcome to or welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle, aka Chronic.
And I'm Alana, aka Thumbnail Lady.
And we are so excited. Finally, we are here. Y'all are patient. Y'all are lovely. We love you. And that is why we are here with the WISHMASTER full album reaction for all of you. We told you we would go from start to finish on the discography. We finally got the time. We got the babysitter. And we're here. Let's do it.
Let's get into this one that has been a long time waiting. I'm so excited to finally be sitting here with WISHMASTER.
Hey, honey.
Yes.
It's a late one, so don't mind my sweetheart here if her eyes are a little dozy. This is the time we can get in front of the camera for a long reaction when the kids are at school and all that. This is just how it works. But we're going to make it through here because power metal and the symphonicness that gets behind Nightwish really helps energize you. And this is very a fantasy type of album. So it's going to have a lot of just fun topics that we can kind of keep us going with. And we're going to have the lyrics with the Spotify. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. As well as The Last Sleepwalker is going to be the music video for it as well. So here's a little bit of information about the album we're about to get into. It was released May 8th, 2000 through Spine Farm Records in Finland. The album was released in the rest of Europe by Drakkar Entertainment on the 23rd of May and in Japan by Toys Factory on July 19th. It was released in the US the next year by Century Media, February 6th. Metal Hammer also ranked this the 18th best power metal album of all time in 2019. And the album contains Sleepwalker, like we were saying at the end there, which was released in July 2000 to compete in the Finnish national final for the Eurovision Song Contest.
Very cool.
And which is really cool because we've done Eurovision on the channel now. And I have seen that one myself, but you have not seen it.
I have not seen it.
So that's amazing. Tuomas Halopainen considers this album the most distant and least personal in the Nightwish catalog.
Interesting.
Despite containing the mother of all Nightwish songs, Dead Boy's Poem. WISHMASTER has a very clear fantasy theme. So we got Tarja Turunen on the vocals, Tuomas Halopainen on the keyboards, lyrics, and songwriting. We got Empu Vuorinen on the guitars and songwriting. We got Sami Vanska on the bass, which is his last time with them.
Oh, this
last album.
Last album.
And this is Jukka Nevalainen on the drums and percussion. I love Jukka. And all the lyrics written by Tuomas, and everything's composed by Tuomas. So that's pretty amazing too.
Except where noted.
Except where noted, and we don't have where noted. That's why I wasn't going to say that part.
Oh,
because I can't provide you with that info. But we have reacted to every single song on this album. So this is going to be more of a fun one together. So we can, dissect a little bit of the lyrics, but just have a great time. Because that's what Nightwish is all about. But there is 2 songs out of the 12 that we have not done. So at least there are some nuggets here. And if y'all have been on the channel, you probably know what it is. So I'm actually going to leave those 2 as a surprise for those that haven't seen us. So then maybe you stick it around to see a brand new reaction.
Just plant that Easter egg, honey. He's like, hey, stay.
There's 2 of them, so you better collect them both. Let's go. Okay, y'all. Oh! These are heavy. Oh my god. You can turn. There's a volume right here that you can turn it a tiny bit down.
Where's my volume? I'm gonna burst.
On the right side.
Which side's the right side? Oh, found it.
Yeah, you got her. Nice.
There we go.
Okay. We need to. That was shocking. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got. Yeah. Shampoo, sick guitar. Wow, I like that lyric. That lyric was actually kind of nice. In the meadow of sinful thoughts, every flower's a perfect one that you can pick. If she's my sin, it doesn't matter what you're gonna. It can be anyone now.
It can be anything because they're all flower.
Yeah. Yeah. Love this part. I love these lyrics. Oh, these fills.
Great fills.
Right? Wow.
I like that.
What do you like?
I like the offbeat of the drums there.
Oh, okay.
It was like
the
fill that was there. It was like a skipping heartbeat.
Yeah, Yuka is on fire on this one. And for me, I heard this song first with Floor, so always my foundation for some of these songs have Floor behind it, and that's why I love Nightwish, because both singers, all three singers, are so incredible. Honestly,
they absolutely are. And like this is my this feels like hearing the song for the first time all over again.
It does, doesn't it? So nice in the studio version. Beautiful.
Beautiful song. You know, I know Tuama said that this is like the least personal album written, but that song
We're good.
That song feels like it's written for Taria. I can't lie.
Every time you
But
think it
every
is.
single time, because the song lyrics are literally how a guy has these sins or these sinful thoughts about a woman who he can't have. And every single lustful thought he has is encompassing and surrounding the fact that it's a woman that he can't have.
Right.
That's at least what I got from the lyrics.
Hey, fair enough, and maybe that's why he's saying it's not so personal.
It's not so personal because it's really personal, but it's not personal, I swear.
You just like
I like
for me on the
tea.
musical side, I'm happy I never heard these albums first when I got into Nightwish, and what I mean by that is this is so like power thrash metal like that it's very familiar, and that's also why I love it. But that's why it never stood out as a new thing for me when like because I heard this on Vok, and so like Storytime really stood out for me as a song that was like different. Ghost Love Score, for instance, is such a different metal song where that song feels like something like even
it
Metallica could
metal.
transition into, but Ventaria brings it to a whole different realm really with that's what she brings to Nightwish that I think really did soar them at the beginning is her power with her voice, because even in the midst of all this going on, her voice still soars over even the guitar, and that's really hard to do. And Empu's slaying it on that song too.
He really was slaying it. I love how many guitar solos there were and how much Empu was really able to shine.
Yeah.
I feel like in the older Nightwish albums with Tarja, like Wishmaster, he really was able to shine at such a different extreme than what he's able to do now.
Of course, and like no Troy too, so he has to bring more things too, right? He doesn't have a second guitarist now.
Absolutely.
So now we're on the Kinslayer, and for those of you that don't know the background story, this is slightly or fully about the Columbine shooting. So that's very unfortunate. But I know it moved to Wamis when he read the stories here too, and it's very not extremely common, but it happens a lot in America. So
yeah,
it's rough.
It's very rough.
You good?
I'm good.
All right. For whom the gun tolls. Starting intro.
Yeah, it's like popping.
Oh. Haunting. What an interesting time signature. Groovy. Haven't heard this one in a while. Oh, sick guitar. Hey? Oh, this part's sick. I'm wondering, you can hear the spoken words there, right?
Yes.
I wonder if those are some of the words that were actually spoken by some of the shooters there.
Who knows? They let us know if those lyrics are some of the words that were actually spoken, or if it's just a interpretation.
Absolutely.
There is no God. Our creed is but for ourselves. Not a hero unless you die. Auspicious is the wounded ones.
That's true.
Run away with your impeccable kin.
Good wolves have born bad sons.
Sing not my falling for every light. Survivors live in us forevermore. 15 candles fade the rest of this world. Dwell in democracy. Oh, where we're supposed to know.
Jeez. Heavy hitter coming into
Very
Come Cover
heavy.
Me, which is a lot calmer, which is kind of needed after. I like that transition too.
Very good transition.
Yeah. Beautiful. Tuamas, eh? Jeez. with a heart. I have to admit, and I'm giving this praise. He sounds like a Petrucci sometimes, like on the guitar, like Dream Theater, like with some of these
Yeah.
melodic, like maybe not like the super incredible thrashing ones, but like when they're going for the soul ones, that's actually what it reminds me of, and that just proves
Absolutely.
how good really Empu is, and like you said, just how much he really shines in these earlier
Yeah.
albums. For us as guitar lovers, like it really is a treat. And there's still always, every song is just so groovy.
It is. This
Somehow.
album is very groovy with their songs.
Yeah, but just like all the ones that Nightwish somehow
Yeah.
do. Doesn't matter what style, even if it's slow tempo or quick tempo, the groove always is somehow there. And I think it's because of the magical keyboard too.
I'd have to admit, I love that you call it magical because it really does remind me of like pixie dust and like
It's
flying
sparkling every
fairy.
hit.
It sparkles.
You hear that? Oh,
Yeah.
twinkles. Live twice only for us. Even in like the love, it's a very fantasy like type of a love of something you can't get, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Everything's fantasy's feeling in a way.
It really is.
Yes?
That came in strong. Man, what
Hey
a
honey, if you want to say something, hit that before the next one
I
starts.
can't reach. That's
But what
what
did you want to say?
I was gonna say that what's really I almost forgot about it now. Give me 2 seconds. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh man.
That song came in so hard that it just like
It took
knocked
it out of your-
right out of my head.
It had
It's
nothing to
like
do with twinkles or anything.
something to do with twinkles, something to do with magic, la-di-da.
Nothing.
It's gone. I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
Like we
Maybe
said,
it'll
y'all,
come back.
she's tired, so we're trying our best here. We're on
Normally, I can
Wanderlust.
remember a thought for like 6 minutes straight through a whole song banger, but this Wanderlust is a banger, and it knocked that thought out of my head. I was gonna say that at the very beginning of the song, the lyric was a widow cries her eyes and dries her eyes, and then you brought up that it's a fantasy of a love that you can no longer have, and he's
Right.
talking about the love of a widow.
Very
So it's a
true.
husband that's passed.
So absolutely,
That's what it is.
it's a yearning.
Sail the dead calm waters of the Pacific.
Wait, this is
this is a different song.
How do you-
Never mind. Forgive me. This is Wanderlust again. Oh my god. But the lyric of the song was come cover me with you.
Yes.
And that is often used as like, to come lay by someone, to come cuddle with someone, to come be with someone. And if you're a widow, you can't have that anymore with the
Very
person
true.
that you loved. So that's why I believe you're getting the sense of that
It
fantasy.
was a yearning opposed to the lust feeling on the she is my sin.
Exactly, because
So at least it's not on the same like way to get to this, but it's still feeling like this fantasy.
it's the fantasy of I feel like this strong fantasy feel is a love that you can't have or is just barely out of grasp.
And that's probably why a lot of people thought it might have been Tuomas and Tarja and
Yeah.
a lot of the songs just in general.
Just
But
in general with
I
that
think
topic.
humans just like to make things happen too. So anyways, we're on Wanderlust and it's about to go off.
Wanderlust, finally.
Oh! Amazing!
Insane.
I want to see where the sirens sing, hear how the boom songs say, the deep calm waters of the Pacific dance in the fields of Coral.
This is straight power metal.
Yeah, I love power metal.
Yeah. It's adventure time, y'all.
It's not the end, not the kingdom come. It is the journey that matters. The race of wanderer, call of the wild. Let me forever, never and never forever wanderlust.
Taria. Oh! That incredible moment, you know, Tuamas and Empu are just back to back.
They're just, yeah, the whole time.
For that part, at least.
Oh my god, I can just picture it, them playing live, like...
Yeah, this song I'm pretty sure we have seen live, and it was just thunderous.
I'm pretty sure we have too. I love this song. This is one of my favorite Nightwish songs.
Really, eh?
It is. And I always forget about it, but like as soon as I hear it, it instantly hits me again.
Right on. Well, let's keep it going then. Yeah. This part sounds hard. Wow! Oh, yes. Yeah? Nice tempo switch. Ooh. Here we go, headbangers. Oh man, they have everything. Woo. I think this is when Tuamas was like headbanging with them.
Yeah.
Ah. It feels like you're like getting like spelled. Beautiful.
That final chorus puts you into a state of like meditation when you're this tired. That's dangerous.
Very dangerous. But you were loving it too. I
I
think what's
was.
so cool about Wanderlust is we were talking about how power metal it's like, but then it had these moments of these like chuggy breakdowns. It almost sounded like Pantera even.
Yeah.
And like towards the end there, like you said, it was just like in a sound escape there, and you can get lost in there in that Wanderlust as we're moving into a song that we haven't done yet. So now we need to
Yeah.
make sure that you're
That
taking
we're
this one in for the two for tragedy to see why maybe this one is a hidden gem or why people don't really bring this one up on a suggestion.
yeah.
Because every song usually is pretty good from these symphonic metal giants, and Nightwish, I haven't really heard any song that's been bad. Even when you guys, I
Very
forgot the
true.
one that was rated the worst one, we listened to it, we still liked it.
Oh, that one where I was like, no, I could see the lyrics coming this way.
Yeah, we like had like a whole interpretation.
Our whole own
So
interpretation.
we might be biased. I don't know. We kind of like the band, but like we're on to two for tragedy.
We are. I just wanted to say quickly before we move on to Two for Tragedy with Wonderlust, I wanted to say, like, I know this is Sammy's last album, but he came through so strong with his bass guitar during that really chuggy moment.
Yes, he did.
Like, he came in so powerful, so strong. That
Yeah,
was
shout out there.
that was huge shout out there. I know, like, for me, I love bass like that. And having that in Wonderlust is also one of the things that makes it one of my favorite songs.
Because you can
And
feel all the
you
instruments
can
in
feel
it.
all the instruments in it, and it goes in so many different places while being like truly power metal
It's progressive still
and
too.
progressive. I
Yeah.
love my progressive power
You
metal,
sure
as you
do.
know.
Yeah.
So like even in more Nightwish, I wish there was more heavy bass lines like that. But I know that there aren't a lot. But when they are, they stand out beautifully, like this one did.
Well said. Now we go to something new.
Two for Tragedy.
Can't get enough of your song of the moment?
Advertisement.
Download and indulge in the tracks you love over and over again with Spotify Premium. Tune
we
in to
had
discover
Premium.
an ad-free music listening
forgot to
experience
put
where you
money
can
on
play
the
your
card.
favorites in any order. Tap the banner to learn more.
Oh, now you can move? Come on, y'all.
Now Two for Tragedy. I forgot my ring in the bathroom.
No.
Sleepy
Oh.
dim sleep, my fallen son, slumber in peace, sees the pale life just in vain for us to gain nothing but all the same.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I love the layering.
Ataria Spotlight. Yes.
And for your disease, drinking small like water, cascading with my tears.
What a beautiful ballad for her.
Beneath the candle bed, to the sad dangers in his sad
Love that.
What did you love about that?
I really love when they do opposing lines over top of each other like that, and they like harmonize
Yeah,
in opposition with themselves.
definitely.
It's something that they do in, I believe, Mass, the Phantom of the Opera.
Wow. Okay.
And that's something that when I heard as a young child and has really stood out to me. So I love when bands use it, but they don't use, not a lot of bands use it very often. So when
Something like
it,
Tuamus would be something they
so
would,
Tuamus would, exactly, Tuamus
right?
would be the one to be like, I'm gonna do that myself.
I'm glad you brought up Phantom of the Opera too, because I was thinking about Tarja and Hank together,
Yes,
and then this song came on, and then I was like, oh wow, like this is just full isolated to hear Tarja performing
absolutely.
this incredible. We can hear the band members are getting like added on the layers as we move forward, but this would be a song if I wanted people to hear just Tarja's beautiful voice. I'd be throwing this one to them,
Yeah,
honestly.
absolutely. I love this song. Like it, to me, this is a hidden gem for sure.
It sure is. Ooh, nice. Deep bass tone, you can feel it. Ooh. Wow. Is that like a Romeo and Juliet?
That's what I again.
We gotta hit that pause button.
We sure do. Yeah, I think it was a Romeo and Juliet style s- ending there for sure. Especially, I definitely thought there was something up the first time I saw and heard the lyric "a candle bed," because I'm like, why is the bed on fire, right? And like that's where my mind
No
went
kidding,
to.
yeah.
And then talking about the two angels lying beneath the bed, and it really brings you to want to know what happened to those two souls that are now hiding with everything yet to be said under a bed that is on fire. So very much Romeo and Juliet, forbidden love, or is it just like the final lyric says, nothing was ever addressed, nothing was ever said, and they just followed the rabbit hole into oblivion.
Right, right. And I got so lost by her voice that I couldn't even stick with what was even being said, even though I was hearing it. I was just mesmerized by her voice, honestly, the
Yeah.
whole time here. And then what was so nice was then when the drums came in, that kind of got me out of my trance to then finally be like, okay, let's kind of see what this song's about. But still, when you brought up Sammy, I then started kind of focusing to see if Sammy was going to come through in this one, and he started
Mm-hmm.
coming in through even
He
with the
came,
guitar solo there
he
too. That
did.
was adding a lot too. So I think at first I was so anti Sammy that I started not liking even coming to some of the older stuff that had Sammy involved with it.
Yeah,
So I'm glad that we're going through it and now kind of appreciating every part of Nightwish from this era as well. And
I
we're
agree.
we're on to one of their awesome ones, Wishmaster, the album title itself, and we know the Fishmaster version of it too.
Beachmaster?
So let's definitely hear the Wishmaster version of it with the studio here.
I'm so excited.
Whoops.
Disciple in me, the Wishmaster, Master, Apprentice, Alphonse and Savior, Warrior, Disciple in me, the Wishmaster.
What lyrics did you hear?
Harpoon, 7 seagulls.
Ah, nice.
Dreamy eye just staring into night on a journey to storytelling smile. Whispers the wish, speaks with the stars. The words are silent in here. It's the sign from a lonely heart. I believe you serve my shall fight. Three havens, my destiny. Master, apprentice, unborn, seven seeker, warrior.
Every time.
Disciple in me, the Wishmaster.
Oh, Taria's like, what is this?
Memory, the one known only by him to honestly answer anything. Did you hear the call of arcane lore? Your word shall rest on earth no more. Aideneth calling with her cunning song. Lead me and live on her song. Unborn will find the way. Master, apprentice, unborn, seven seeker, warrior, disciple in me.
You can hear a nice key line behind it too. So nice.
Apprentice, unborn, seven seeker, warrior, disciple in me, the Wishmaster.
Oh, check it in. Deadly transitions. No.
Wow.
That tempo is incredible. Honestly, that one just like honestly made me so hot. I need to take off my jacket. Like it was giving me that much sweat and that much energy. And when it's this late for it's like midnight, y'all, for us, and for music to still be able to keep you animated like this, you need something like power metal to help you get through. And honestly, just the love of fantasy itself was really blistering through on this one too. And we love our fantasy, and we
We do.
totally that spirit behind it. It's just like it's like that almost that childlike type of spirit that you still want to
Yeah.
hold on to a little bit, right? And that's even that fantasy that you want to kind of hold on to, that wishful thinking, right?
Absolutely.
So right before starting this one, we're gonna let the kitty cat in and take just a quick little 2-second breather here. Okay, everyone. Like we said, Kitty was out, had to take off the jacket. We're feeling good. We're ready to go. Pebby's very happy and comfy. And we're going into something we have not heard yet with Bear Grace Misery. Are you ready, honey?
I'm ready.
Okay.
He's ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, I like this haunting start.
Sweet boy coming.
Nice bass here, eh?
Side of you, die
Very
for
nice
my
bass.
sins. Like the one stitch cinnamon bed. For your unashamed appetite, the figurant. This dance will hurt like hell. Oh, Bear Grace Misery. Just a child without a fairy tale of my thought, but so lovely. A little match girl freezing in the snow. Flying, enticing, Bear Grace Misery. Calling the moment, Bear Grace Misery. This is what I am. Bear Grace for the end of days.
What does Bear Grace Misery mean?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, this is really good. Oh, like you're hearing this part, right?
Yeah.
Romantic scent. Spinal precise.
So groovy, right?
There's no such priest that can pray me to heaven when done with me. Forget if you think I feel ashamed while
How was that, honey?
That was great. Pebby loved it too.
Absolutely.
never felt sorry for anything. Lying, enticing, Bear Grace Misery. Calling the moment, Bear Grace Misery. This is what I am. Bear Grace for the end of days.
Bear Grace for the end of days. A Bear Grace Misery. So like bear is obviously like bear, nothing there, giving grace. So an empty grace that brings misery or something like that. Whatever it is,
And, like,
it sounded great.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was the different kind of bear. I thought it was like bear, not
You actually
bear.
thought it was the,
So,
the
like,
animal?
the animal bear for the while I was listening to it, because I'm also not wearing my glasses, so the words are just blurry for the most part.
Ouch.
But
Get your glasses on.
I know I can still read it if I squint. But
This is lyrics projecting.
But so I thought it was like a bear, as in like the animal a bear. And I was thinking, because they call women like a mother bear, because you have that presence of being like a bear, and then also having grace, but also having misery, and those three different sides of yourself. That's originally what I took it as. I was like, oh, this makes sense to be like the animal, a bear, as a personification. But now that I realize it's not, it's the bear, as in there's nothing there, I'm just confused.
Right. Well, I think it was something to do with just like the grace that you're trying to give that will give you misery if it's a fantasy grace, and like it's
Yeah.
bare if there's no repentance and when you give people grace and all these things anyway. So
It's
I think
like
it's just unfruitful like relationships
unfruitful
and all that
grace,
moving forward.
throwing your pearls amongst swine type of idea.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting out of
That
it.
makes
But
sense.
the music itself was taking over for me on this one,
Phenomenal.
and there was two instrumental kind of sections right at the end. They're back to back that were
Yeah.
just immaculate, and hopefully you weren't just thinking bear too, because we had our little bear that you were
I did
petting as
have my
well.
little bear that
We
I was
call him the
petting,
bear.
and I have to say the music on this one really took over for me over the lyrics.
Yeah,
The music was phenomenal. It was definitely something that you can like groove to. You could pet the kitty to. You could like
definitely. It's
do.
fun.
It's fun. It's
Power metal is always so
energizing,
much
and
fun.
this was the one for me that was really fun and energizing. That really just
It woke you up. It looks like
woke me
even.
up a bit. So like
Yeah,
that's what I really liked about this one. I'd love to know what it's about. So I'm sure you guys will tell us what it's about in the comments.
definitely.
Because this one is this
It's a nice
one's
new one.
evading me. It's a nice new one, and the meaning is evading me today.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's check out this one. This is Crownless. Wow! Some of these guitar intros. Dun, dun. Oh, I love that. Nice. Wow.
Promise again shall be the queen. Trophy on her grave remains the scene. A boat on the river, confessing the sins. The rain love revealing the deep hidden things.
God, Ambu's on fire.
Promise again shall be the king. God covered in oil with a broken wing. Each year on the road alone and lost. Iron sharpens iron, the truth that once was mine is nearer than the sun in the storm. Mine is the dawn for the one fleeting moment, and it is all gone. Promise again will
Oh, come on, yes. Sick! They're going so ominous. Sound like Jordan Rudess. Wow. Dinner man. There was so much that happened on this, and something I must have to admit, I think this album is maybe not one of the ones that are in a lot of people's top three. So because of that, a lot of these songs are not requested much. And for us, we were staying away from listening to full album reactions until we were doing it in front of you. So a lot of
Yeah.
these songs, even though we've heard them once, you've seen us react to them, we haven't really heard it
We haven't
again.
heard them since
So
then.
it feels like this one really feels so new. That moment, I didn't even know what was going on.
I don't think we've heard this one before, Crownless.
If you haven't, I know I have, and
I don't think I
and
have.
specifically, luckily I have it written up, and they will let us know too. We both actually have reacted to Crownless because I even made sure to put in brackets
Yeah,
if it
both
was,
reacted.
and that's what I mean, and that's the cool thing about this is they're feeling so new for us that it's like a whole nother treat, and this is like listening to an album for the first time, which is great.
It is. And I'm exhausted right now too, guys. So like some of these songs I've been closing my eyes and just like enjoying the music, and like there is so many parts of these amazing pieces like this one here, that transition was insane.
It sure was.
Like, and you know the transition I'm talking about, and it was insane. It was epic. And like we're just keeping going again, and now we're into this next part, and Taria's just killing it the whole way.
I'm noticing the quicker tempos are a little harder to digest for you right now because of the tiredness.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's all it is, even though that's some of the things we like more. So don't twist it. We're loving this.
Oh, I love it. It's so funny because the amount of times we call it Mastamucked, because you guys all know how like intense Mastodon is and how like progressive they can be. And then that's what Kyle puts on in the car when he wants to put us all to sleep, because we're just like, oh, look at how relaxing this music is.
Then I'm like, you don't like the music?
We're like, no, we love it.
Okay.
Brooding over to myself, now my night is ready to sleep.
Oh, my gosh. I could never play that. Too quick.
One fragrant rose with 10 times what I am. Fever back in a quiet wherever I ever was. Reflection from me didn't rest in light. Chase them to be and become what I once was. Light is clearer than the sun in the storm. Light is the dawn of the
What I got quickly out of the lyrics there is it says like I had the earth and then I had the sword and the stone, and it kind of keeps declining all the way to now I am crownless. And I think we
Yeah.
all have those moments regardless of how high we get, where we can have those moments that set us back down and release our crown. And even said I have the throne for the idol, which is kind of not exactly what the throne necessarily should
Yeah.
be for too. So I just love the poetry that gets whipped into these masterpieces of such quick intensity, but then there's just this poetry that's coming down that you can easily miss if you're not checking it, because it's so easy to get just amazed by that incredible guitar that was going on there too,
Absolutely.
right? So like it's just everything.
That guitar was insane, and like this album really does allow Empu to stand out and show everything he's capable for. Like even you were saying, you were like air guitaring it. You're like, I couldn't do this. This is too quick.
Too quick for my tempo.
But then we see what Empu is kind of playing now later on it's still amazing, but it's not as like, what is it, thrashy or slashy as what,
Yeah,
or
it's both.
progressive or both or all of the above.
They're
is what we're
definitely
getting
even more
here.
progressive, like later. I think is what you're saying. In the
Yeah,
power
they're
metal
more-
itself, it's really power metal.
It's
this
very
time.
power metal now versus being more progressive in the
And
future
symphonic, yeah.
and symphonic in the future.
Yeah.
And so like now that we know both sides of Nightwish and then coming back to this here, it really shows like what Empu is fully capable of on all sides of his craft.
I agree, and I think that's what Tarja helped bring out of Empu was the awesome thrashy power metal things that we love. So here we go.
Exactly.
We are now on to Deep Silent Complete, which is one that we have done. There we go. And a nice change of tone after that, right?
Yeah, a nice slow one.
I love you, honey.
I love you too.
Beautiful.
In your creation, heaven did decree that in your own sweet death should dwell. Deep silent, complete, black velvet sea, the sirens are calling for me. Save my soul.
One thing I just have to say, because this is such a non-personal album, we're such a couple that like to dissect things so
Yes.
personally that there's a lot of things that I almost don't want to just say because I feel like it's just going to be a wrong interpretation because of that. That's why I
Yeah.
think I'm focusing so much more on the music on this one because of that foundation that was laid there.
I agree.
Yeah, so it's hard to take honestly, like what even does Deep Silent Complete mean?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
I'm not sure.
These things aren't coming to us as quickly as we're used to, and I'm wondering if it's just because we're tired or if it's just because of it not being as personal to, say, the person making it.
Absolutely, I agree.
Thinking these songs lie, sand on the shore is so dry. Deep silent, complete, black velvet sea, brave gazing beneath endless night.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, wavy. We're in the water. We're sinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This poet lies, heaven never touched earthly face. This night was ours, blessed with the deep, the silent, the complete.
Beautiful, right?
Gorgeous song.
I'm so glad that they have these kind of ballad like songs to let Tarja really stand out, and then also to give the different sides of Mpu as well, and obviously the other members. But then you get to hear kind of his more melodic stuff too in these type of
Absolutely.
songs as well. And again, I wish I could grab some of these song meanings a bit more and all that. But honestly, I think the main thing with power metal itself has not necessarily ever been about the interpretation. It's really about the
Yeah.
feeling and just the joy that you can get out of this. Even though this still has this yearning type of a feel with almost every single song, like we mentioned, it felt like almost like not drowning, but like falling almost was happening
Yeah.
there as well.
Like
And
we were sinking, we were going underwater, we were sinking, but we weren't
exactly,
drowning. So it was that like kind
it's
of
ethereal
fantasy,
feel.
ethereal feel
Exactly.
that we're getting, that we're really used to with this album, because it does have a really deep fantasy vibe that is concurrent through the entire thing in every song. So, and I definitely felt that on this one as well, especially with those really heavy, like chuggy
Yeah.
riffs that were being played, and just how progressive and like powerful, because it's power metal, but how progressive the power metal was in this song too.
Absolutely. And now we're on to the mother of all Nightwish songs with Dead Boy's Poem. And I know sometimes the boy inside of me wants to win, and you got to kind of let that boy die if you want to become something better for your communities and all these and all that too. So I know Tawamis self-addresses himself as the dead boy in this poem as well, and how it continues on to a lot of the themes in a lot of other songs after this album too. So I think this is going to be awesome to check again, especially with the lyrics in front of us. And if you made it this far, we want to thank you as well, because there's only a few songs left. We've done all the songs that are new, so all the rest is all songs that we have heard, except for actually You with Sleepwalker. So at least there's one more
There's one more.
new reaction to get through here for you guys. But we want to thank you. Please hit the like button. You've been having a good time with us. So hey, honey,
Yes,
I love you.
I love you too.
And in case y'all don't know, we're getting married April 18th. Very, very exciting. And since we haven't,
3 weeks away.
yeah, and since we haven't really done much Nightwish recently, I don't know if a lot of you knew our channel went down, and we luckily got it back. So I'm very glad we got it back.
Yes.
And thank you all for the support as well, if you did know all these things too. So we're now into Dead Boy's Poem. There we go, we're good.
Oh yeah, we did. It's okay.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't heard this in a long time.
Born from silence, silence full of it, perfect concert, my best friend.
Nice.
So much
Wow.
to live
Oh.
for, so much to die for, if only my heart had
Oh,
a
that guitar.
home. Sing what you can't say, forget what you can't play, hasten to drown into beautiful eyes. Walk within my poetry, this dying music, my lovely
songmakers cry, though without tears. For I've given this its strength, and it has become my only strength. Comforting home, mother's lap, chance for immortality, where being wanted became a thrill, and ever new, the sweet piano routing down my life.
Yes. So good.
Teach me passion, for I fear it's gone. Show me love, hold the law. So much more I wanted to give to the ones who love me. I'm sorry. Time will tell this bitter farewell. I live no more to shame, nor me, nor you. And you, I wish I didn't feel for you anymore.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's just some of the most incredible poetry, and something about hearing a child's voice that really brings out the innocence of what's being said. It sometimes breaks down your walls and makes you take it more seriously. Because could you imagine if a kid's writing this in his, like, not necessarily his deathbed, but in a way, that's kind of what this is representing. So, like, you're literally listening to everything that is being said here, and this is the most personal song in there. And as we were expressing throughout this album, that's what we felt was missing a little bit with this, because it was so fantasy based. But the goosebumps came in with this song, I think, because of the personal touch that this one kind of has.
Absolutely.
And that's why this one really is I can see why the mother of all Nightwish songs, because it's that comforting, being like that immortality that was being represented was being on your mother's lap.
I absolutely, excuse me. I absolutely agree with that. And the thing about this song too, it's goosebump and it's goosebump inducing. And I remember our original reaction to this. We actually
Yeah.
listened to it with Floor.
Did we?
Yeah, I believe we did. I believe we listened to it with Floor, who was singing like an anniversary to the song.
Right, okay.
And,
Maybe Buenos Aires.
I think it was Buenos Aires.
Okay.
And I remembered when the song started and how like I got goosebumps then when we listened to it. Now hearing it with Taria, I got goosebumps again listening to
No
it.
kidding, right?
And it still feels like its own song. There are different things that different singers do with the song to
Yeah.
add their own emotion and flair to it as well. And so it really is like listening to it again for the first time, because even though we know the song, we are now being able to read and hear the poetry and fully as it was originally intended, so it feels like a whole new masterpiece all over again.
Yeah, I'm excited to come back to this one again after this listen.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Nice transition, smooth groove here. Oh. go, Yuka.
Time will tell.
Wow. Wow, that might be like top 5 Nightwish song. Oh, that's a sweet transition.
Oh, wow.
Let's do this.
Interesting keyboard tone.
You got that right. And this is the Tawamis Loving Disney song.
You can kind of hear it.
Wow. There's so much going on. Woo. Ooh, Wishmaster again. Woo. Wow, nice. Nice. I'm glad you're still with us, honey.
That was an insane drum solo there.
A lot was going on.
There was a lot going on, but the drums and the guitar
were
really
nuts.
stood out.
Almost sounds like Lion King.
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty? I mean,
Yeah, so it's all of them.
No, Belle's not Sleeping Beauty. That's Beauty and
So
the Beast, right?
Beauty and the Beast, the
Right.
girl in the rain swearing to her father's name, that's I believe Mulan.
Oh, okay. Really?
The Beauty Sleeping Awaits, that's the next line, but
True
that's
Love's
Sleeping
First
Beauty.
Kiss. I
Sleeping
love this.
Beauty. True Love's First Kiss is Snow White.
Snow White, yeah.
Deep in a Dream.
Alice.
Alice in Wonderland.
A lot of things. So look at all these things because he's that masterful, right?
He is.
That's what we're taking out of this, and I hope we're somewhat close with this stuff. That's
Yeah.
cool, if so too. Bald Mountain Night, don't know that one. Ooh. Let's go. Dance time. Wow. Oh, Black Cauldron. Maleficent series. I love all these references.
They're great.
Yeah. Nice. We're literally going through their history.
Yeah.
Disney metal. Oh yeah. Down, down. Wow. Pinocchio was in there. Incredible, y'all.
Wow.
We love that one. And what a perfect way to end this. We now have a little change up in pace. It's not a lyric video, it's a music video.
Oh,
We get to
nice.
see some people. We get to see the band at this time. This is in 2000. The same year it came out. I think it's so cool they made it to Eurovision at least. They say it's one of the biggest, I wouldn't say robberies, but they should have made it. Apparently, the fan vote was extremely high, but the judges themselves didn't vote very high for them, so
Oh,
that's why they didn't make it.
interesting.
But they just don't know their musical taste. They don't have good
Apparently.
musical taste. So let's check out Sleepwalker, something new for Alana.
Eurovision 2000. And here we go again.
There's Sammy in the back. I didn't even see him at first. Look at the short hair Tuamas.
Oh, man.
I actually want to know your. Okay, we're so close, but ultimately, we're so used to hearing long Nightwish songs, right? So
Yes.
this is something they had to make specifically, and I think for Eurovision. And as we have found out, it has to be usually 3 minutes or less,
Or
right?
less. So this is 258.
It feels very reserved and not very progressive for, say, some of the Nightwish songs that maybe we like as much. It's still catchy and all, but it definitely, after listening to the whole album and then having this at the end, there's nothing about it that necessarily is standing out particularly for me.
Yeah, it's a really good radio introduction to Nightwish.
Yeah,
It's a really good radio
fair enough.
introduction.
Taria looks great though.
It looks amazing.
Yep. Nice backup singer.
Yeah, great backup singer.
Loving Yuka's rhythm here. Nice, right? When you, yeah, that's when you expect them to do a change up.
That song is about as long as a lot of their intros.
Exactly right. What's interesting seeing Eurovision from 2000 is
Yeah.
seeing where Eurovision is now and just like how much more extravagant and glitter and
So
everything you need to
extravagant
bring.
now.
And I know a lot of bands don't even go in for that reason, but I think it's cool that they at least tried it once because I know after this experience, apparently they're like, we're not going to go do it again.
Like, no, we're good.
But it's still a cool little added bonus at the end. And I know this song got added to a lot of the reissues for the CD too. So a lot of people
Yeah.
started understanding this song even outside of the Eurovision and all that too. And I'm sure a lot of people love it just all the same too. Again, we're just spoiled and we want 6 minute or longer songs or something like that. Especially after listening to the Dead Boys poem and Phantasmic right at the end there,
Yeah,
which were long,
absolutely.
incredible songs for
Long
them.
bangers.
And it's just a very nice way to wrap up this. We're so happy we got to Wishmaster finally. We hope all of you are very happy as well. The next one coming down the rabbit hole will be Century Child, which is the fourth studio album. Definitely going to be after the wedding and all that too, but definitely stay tuned for that one. And do you have any final thoughts at the end of this?
I really like this album. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to, honestly.
Great, awesome.
And that's also because like whenever I think of older Nightwish, I think it's slower, forgetting that it's actually faster and more and heavier.
You got that
And
right.
so that's just my own misconception, thinking just like being like, oh, well, it's older, so it's going to be different, which it is different, but it's a good different. And so coming into this has a lot of great songs. It has actually quite a few of my favorite songs from Nightwish on this album because I am a lover of power metal and I really love what Nightwish had to do with like a symphonic power metal flair, like almost
Absolutely.
back with their original albums. Sammy, I think, really did stand out on the studio a lot more than what he does in performances. Just with seeing that final Eurovision track, Sleepwalker, I believe it
Yeah.
was. Even you said that you didn't see him at first because that's one thing I've noticed is he always hides in the back.
Definitely.
So like, but you could really hear him come out front and center in a few of those songs with those like heavy bass riffs or lines that came through,
Absolutely.
which I absolutely loved. But yeah, overall, this was a great album, and I'm really excited because I believe we own it and just haven't listened to it.
No, we don't own it.
No, we don't own this
Nope.
one. We own a couple albums that are like still sitting there unowned, and I can't remember which ones
Unopened?
unopened until we listen to the reaction. Listen to the video for the reaction. Forgive me, English is hard. And
You're
so
good, honey.
but yeah, I'm really excited to be able to listen to this one on Spotify in the car and get to like really dive deep into a lot of these songs because
got that right.
they're phenomenal. They really are.
Definitely is. So please let us know your experience the first time you heard Wishmaster. And I think, I was 8 years old when this came out. So that's really cool just to know how long they really have been putting music out. And very excited to listen to Century Child to see how they kind of maneuvered after parting ways with Sammy and getting Marco. And we definitely are looking forward to going to the Netherlands in September because we found out that Marco and Taria are actually performing there as well. So maybe we'll try to find a way to see them in person as well because they have
haven't
meet
seen
and
them
greet
in-
as well. So that would be
Oh.
definitely worth checking out too.
That would be worth checking out.
And now we're going to try to go to sleep ourselves, as y'all can see. But we wanted to make sure we can get here to let you guys know just how much we appreciate you all. And until the end, we'll be doing Nightwish reactions. You know it. We hope you guys had a good time, though, whatever time it is for you. But we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, Chronicans, for being here with us. This was such a treat, and I can't wait to see you all again at the next Nightwish reaction. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
One last cheers, honey. We made it.
We made it.